through this long speech. First of all, I'd like you to know that Duvalier was let out at the end of the day. Yeah, then returned to his luxurious hotel suite. So they thought he was interrogated. They're trying to find a way of dealing with all of the deaths that he caused. But right now he's back. I have a feeling that within 2 or 3 days he will leave the country. Because there's no future for him there. He's already stolen everything that he could. I was asked by your chair to address the budget and the state of the county. And I'm very happy to do so. And talk, because the state of the county, believe it or not, is really very good. And it's because of all of you Democrats. Because we Democrats know what's important when we elect Democrats, and they look to the issues that are very important. And we've made changes for the future, some of which I have championed and I will get to later on in the report. Since 2006, property taxes in Broward County have dropped a total of 25%, or $237 million. We know that people are having tough times, and Democrats don't say, just give to the rich. We say, we're going to take care of everyone, especially those who can least afford it. The struggle to balance the fiscal year 2011 budget was unlike any we have seen in recent history of our county. The demand for county services, such as mass transit, access to social services, as you know, I'm an ex-social worker, along with the quality of life services, and also an ex-teacher for those here. Yeah. But I can't touch every profession, those are the only two. Along with the quality of life services such as parks and libraries, increased dramatically during tough times. Commissioners cut more than $85 million from the property tax supported general fund budget for this year. However, even within the context of the current state of the county is strong and we are improving. And I am happy to say that what we are hearing from the property appraiser is that the housing market seems to have leveled out. And perhaps this year we will get at least as much money as last year, which is good and bad. It means that maybe we won't have to cut anything else. However, I just filled my car with gas today. And all of you have noticed how much the price of gas has increased in the last 3 weeks. Well, if they increased for us who have private cars, they increased for the county who have public buses. It increased for the county who have fleet services that go out and take care of problems in road services, etc. So that any increase that you see in your own budget affects the county budget as well. So that even if we have a flat year, it doesn't mean we'll be able to do everything that we've done this year in 2012. That's just a warning. We're going to do our best not to have any more cuts. Our general obligation bonds are, because we've been so fiscally responsible, are now rated AAA, which is the highest rating given by Fitch, and we're very proud of that. In November 2009, Port Everglades welcomed into its new home the largest cruise ship in the world, the Oasis of the Seas, 6,000 passengers. And they came into Terminal 18, the largest cruise terminal in the world. And what Royal Caribbean had given us as a goal is they wanted everyone who came to the port, from the time they entered the terminal till the time they got on the ship, talking 6,000 people, to be no more than 15 minutes. However, we didn't do that. currently it's 9 minutes. Working hard to make it really successful. Then this December, we got its sister ship, the Allure of the Seas. And it's even larger, by 3 inches. But they have the bragging rights now. And we are now becoming the largest cruise port in the world. And what's the best thing about these new cruise ships, those two, is because they're so exciting to the world. I think 2 weeks ago, they sailed out with 5,000 of their passengers were foreigners from Europe, etc. And what's good about that, don't shake your head no, what's good about that is the euro is doing better against the dollar. And when they come from Europe, unlike when they come from Nebraska, they don't just fly in, get on the ship because it's 10 minutes away, and then fly home when they're done. They stay here for another week and go shopping and eat at our restaurants and provide even more jobs for people who are living here. So that's what I'm very happy about. That's what's good about the foreign travelers. Most of the domestic travelers don't stay. We're lucky if they stay a night. But the foreigners, like, one of the things I love to do here is shop. And we have a lot of wonderful shopping in Broward County. Asked my late husband, he told me I have the black belt. Our port also won a lot of awards. We were named the Port of the Year by Sea Trade Insider, which expects over 3.5 million passengers this year. And we won the award over the ports in Southampton and Le Havre, France. We're expanding, and this port, with its expansion, is creating over 10,000 jobs. Now, we need jobs here, and you all know that. Jobs is number one with me. I'll get to that. We're expanding the south runway at Fort Lauderdale International Airport. Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport at Dania Beach. That's its real name, but they never say it. And I'm from Hollywood. The FAA has accepted the updated airport master plan, and expansion designs for the south runway have begun, and that's another 11,000 jobs. That's not bad. I know that guy from Tallahassee that I did not elect, the one without any hair. He keeps talking about jobs, but I think with him it's talk. When we create jobs, we don't just talk about job creation. And in fact, I attended a tourist meeting with the governor when he was governor-elect on his listening tour. But he didn't tell us that if he listened to us, it was going to come in one ear and go out the other. Because we talked about how important Visit Florida is in the tourism industry. We talked about how important it is to re-nourish Broward's beaches. In fact, everyone's beach, because that's where the tourists come from. And then when I read what his transition team was proposing, they were going to take all the funding out of Visit Florida. And they're not sure about the funding for beach re-nourishment, because after all, it goes away after you put it down, but yeah, that's why you have to re-nourish it. That's the trouble with me and these written out speeches, and I digress. Environmental mitigation is also underway as part of the construction, and we've begun working on wetland mitigation at Westlake Park, which is a wonderful treasure if people have not ever been to Westlake Park. It's in Hollywood and it's great. Last month, Airline News and Network Analysis magazine recognized Fort Lauderdale with its annual Annie Award for the U.S. airport that attracted the most new air carriers during the past year, including Virgin, Condor, and Aries Airlines. And next month we have another new one coming in. So we're still carrier, but I regret I don't remember the name, but it's starting in March. Tourism continues to play a major role in Broward's economy. In 2010, Greater Fort Lauderdale hosted 10,300,000 visitors with an economic impact of more than $8.2 billion, that's with a B, dollars, employing more than 123,800 people in the region. As we welcome the 210 Super Bowl and Pro Bowl teams, visitors to South Florida, oh, and by the way, I am not voting to give money to Green County. Before you ask me, they're just using the stadium as a ruse. What they really wanted the money for is to fix up their convention center. If there's any money that's going to go into a convention center and bring more tourists, it's going to be right here in Broward County. That wasn't part of the speech. Anyhow, our tourist tax revenues are up 1.5% from 09 and 010 was a really tough year, and they seem to be on the upswing again. Our Office of Economic and Small Business Development awarded, and these are our Broward County small businesses. Because when I see a small business and it's from another county, I'm not so excited. It's not helping the homegrown people, and that's what I'm most interested in. More than $79 million to certified firms this year. We have targeted industries that we're looking to bring here, and I thought you might like to know, so that all of you youngsters here, not the ones sleeping, would like to know what we like to see more of, because you know we like clean industry. Advanced materials and high-tech manufacturing, alternative energy and renewable resources, aviation, aerospace, global business services, global media production, headquarters and management operations, human resources, higher education, international trade and logistics, life sciences, and marine industries, all of which fit in with the Broward area. We are one of the few counties in Florida that even commissioned such a study. On an international scale, Broward County receives 6 inbound missions from Peru, Colombia, Costa Rica, Korea, China, and the United Kingdom. We also participated in 6 outbound missions to Japan, Colombia, Panama, Costa Rica, Korea, and China.